Welcome back to Talk of the Town. And with me today, I have Dr. Paul. He's with the Banfield Pet Hospital, which is located in the PetSmart across from Lowe's. And I think a lot of times we don't think about our pets being like our children, especially in the summer. And we have to think about taking care of them, don't we, Dr. Paul?
Indeed we do, Sandra. The main thing is the heat, obviously, at this time of year. If we're going to take them to the beach or be outside for any amount of time, we certainly want to make sure we're prepared, right? Just like if you were taking your infant child to the beach or what have you, you would certainly need to make sure they have protection from the sun, plenty of cool water. You don't want to have them overexert themselves and so forth at the beach, if you will. And if it's too hot, leave them at home.
Right.
I mean, we love to enjoy our pets, but we certainly don't want to put them in any peril.
Right, exactly. And some of the dogs I've seen or cats, you know, they're either their pigmentation's off a little bit or they're light skinned or they don't have a lot of hair.
That's right.
And so sunscreen probably is very important, but can they use, do they use the same sunscreen we do as humans?
You know, you wouldn't want to, it's very nice to think that that would work, but certainly not with every dog would it work. A lot of dogs have enough fur that really you would only need to protect some of their facial features.
Okay.
But beyond that, you shouldn't really need it. But PetSmart certainly does have sunscreens that you can use for pets, and I would stick with pet-specific sunscreens. There's just so many products out for humans now. It's difficult for us as veterinarians to know, hey, what is safe, what actually is in it, and so forth. You want to keep it away from their eyes. Obviously, if your dog likes to lick a lot, they can lick a lot of this off, which would be problematic.
You, as a vet, you become very probably attached to the pets. You
Certainly.
Probably know the pets more than you know their owners.
I do. And if I often tell my clients that if I see you in the store and I don't recognize you, it's because you don't have your pet with you. You know, I'd probably recognize your pet long before I would recognize you.
Sure.
And that tends to be how we just associate, right?
Well, tell us a little bit about the facility.
Okay, well, we're located in the back of PetSmart. So if you're going, you know, through the entrance of PetSmart and you're walking down the main aisle, you'll see the birds and the fish and so forth. We're all the way in the back, in the center. Okay. We have about 2,000 square feet there. We have 4 exam rooms. We have a full surgery suite that you can actually view from the store through the window.
Well, I think that's amazing.
It is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, and it's very high tech. So I had my son went to get a tooth pulled at the oral surgeon the other day, and it was the exact same setup, right? So there's no different. It's just like bringing your child into surgery nowadays. So technology has come a long, long way.
Yeah, that's terrific.
So yeah, we have a full service facility. We're open 7 days a week.
And I think that's a big deal.
It is a big deal, particularly if you're sitting home on Saturday night and you're looking at your pet and you're going, yeah, I don't know.
Not
maybe,
sure,
maybe we're acting a little strange. You know, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I try to wait till Monday? Well, Monday mornings are never a good time, right? You're trying to get ready for work, get the family going. So you're thinking, oh, I really don't want to have to deal with this. So, well, on Sunday, you just call us up and come on in. And that's what we do primarily during Sundays.
Can people just walk in?
Absolutely.
So it's not necessary to always have an appointment, especially in an emergency situation. You know, you want to make, they probably don't even think about calling.
That's exactly right. And it's always best to call just so that we can be a little prepared. Right? And if we can clear our schedule, if it is an emergency, we can get other staff in if we need or what have you.
And the phone number for the Banfield?
The number is 843. It's an 843 area code, 836 1947.
And if they call PetSmart can just direct you right into that, right?
We have a very good relationship with PetSmart, and they're, you know, we'll direct you right back there.
Wonderful. And you know, I think a couple other things that you may want to talk about, at least that were of interest to me, were like being ready for emergency preparedness for pets. You know, again, those are things that, you know, we take care of ourselves, but we have to think about the pets.
This is right, and whether it's hurricane evacuation, right?
I
mean, these are things that it's
always inevitable.
Exactly,
you know, especially in our area.
So this time of year, we're doing a lot of traveling with our pets.
Sure.
So the key things: make sure that we have clean, fresh water. I mean, and a bowl to drink out of. Right. If you have cats, for instance, I have several cats. You certainly want to have a place that they feel comfortable if they're traveling, whether it's a carrier or what have you.
Right.
Make sure you have the same food or a stockpile of their food that they normally eat. You don't want to change diet too much. can lead to a lot of disastrous problems digestively anyway.
Right.
And you don't want to deal with that while you're traveling.
Right, right.
So the food that they normally eat, fresh water.
Okay. And for people who maybe can't take the pets, you know, and they have to bring them to
A boarding
facility. I mean, what should they be thinking of?
Well, you know, first of all, if I'm going to relocate my family, for instance, because I'm trying to evacuate because of a hurricane,
right.
I tell my wife, hey, call a hotel inland,
right.
however many miles,
right.
3 days, as soon as
I
hear
warning.
anything, yeah, as soon as I have a warning, 3 days call. And they should maybe think about that. So if they normally board here, they should probably call their boarding facility and say, hey, who do you recommend a little bit further in?
That can take care of the pet.
Take care of those pets.
And they should probably bring with them maybe records, food.
Sure, the vaccine record should kind of be in the file.
And not the only copy.
And not the only copy, that's for sure. And if they need a health certificate to travel, definitely contact their veterinarian. And so
Wonderful,
forth. Yeah.
wonderful. Well, Dr. Paul, I'm certain that the pets love you and you get to know them one-on-one.
Definitely, definitely.
Have you talked to any of them lately?
Yes, but they haven't spoken back, or at least not to where I can hear them or understand them, right?
Exactly, and we may not really want to know what they say,
exactly,
right?
Especially to me sometimes, right?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us
Thank you for
today.
having me.
And
I really
again,
enjoyed it.
if people are looking for somebody to take care of their pets, information, they just walk into PetSmart. They can go back into your facility, which is
right.
the Bedford Pet Hospital, and you know it's all there, and that's great. It's almost like one-stop shopping.
It is, and very convenient. And for people who are traveling into the area from out of town, and we see a lot of people from out of town this time of year.
Wow.
On Saturday afternoons and Sundays, we're open. Just call, come in.
Terrific, and again, that's good to know.
Yep, indeed.
Terrific. Dr. Paul, thanks. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being with us. And we'll see you back in a minute on Talk of the Town.